Yo guys, I'm back with another video. Second week has gone past. Second week trading live resulted in a bit of a loss. Lost €4, but I still have a trade open. If I have an Instagram page now, if you check my Instagram, I still have a trade on it. I still have a AUD/JPY open. So if this, let's hope it doesn't gap, because I still have 100 pips to go here. It's currently $8 in profit. But yeah, let's check the trades I took on week 13. Didn't take this trade on a USD/JPY since one day to Wednesday I had lost €80, so more than last week's profit. My account balance at some point was 120, but I managed to rebound and take like 6 or 7 winning trades, and my account is back to where it was in the beginning of the week. So basically a break-even week. I think I overtraded, so breaks and retests without any true context, because I don't know, I like trading, so but I overtraded. I'm gonna show you some trades I took, all the trades I took, and I didn't take this trade because I had lost so many trades already, so I didn't want to risk it, because that's not usually the thing I'm looking for in a trade. I'm trading breaks and retests to horizontal lines during trends. There was no break here, but when we go to baby pips, that's where I got my basic information from. That's where I got my basic information about Forex. And if I haven't finished all the courses, there's 2 last courses I haven't done yet, but where are you? Important chart patterns. How to trade triangle chart patterns. So here it is. Pretty much the same thing, huh? So this is what I was looking for, and I was thinking price might go down. So I marked up this trade here, and lo and behold, it went down. I didn't took this trade. I don't know why. I would have made like 190 pips. That's all. That's like some €16 I think I would have made. That would have helped me out a lot, because if I'm sticking to my plan, which is this, I'm planning to target growth per week is 25%. Last week I did 42%, so this week's target would have been 225. If I had took this trade and some other trades I marked up but didn't take, I would have hit my target, but it's all good. Next week's target is 222, and looking at the market right now and the volatility, should be no problem, assuming I don't overtrade again. Anyway, I didn't take this trade, and I was waiting for a break and retest of this horizontal line. So actually there was a break and retest here, kind of. I saw it, but I didn't take it again, because usually I like, these kind of break and retest here. Boom boom. Anyway, lost another, not lost, but left another 166 pips on the table. Yeah. Anyway, I saw this break and retest here, but I was waiting for a bigger retest. You know, my price was over here. I was thinking, you know, okay, now it's gonna come back to this zone here, and then I'm gonna take this sell here. It didn't, so now I'm waiting for price to come back here, something like this, and then I'm gonna take this trade here. Let's see if that works out. USD CAD. So originally what I did in the beginning of the week on Monday or Wednesday, I was looking at, I completely ignored the H4 on the daily. Basically I looked at 1 hour and 15 minutes and all that crap, not crap, but without any true context. So here price was in a range a bit. I was thinking, you know, this could be a potential zone, so the price would come back. It didn't. Or this, yeah, this. I thought this would be a zone, could be a good zone. So I was waiting for break and retest and price to continue going down, even though my direction was right. It hit my stop loss, and I started to code the 15-minute chart for way too much because I saw break and retest here basically. Well, I think I was, so I thought this would be a, you know, horizontal line, break and retest here. I actually got the direction right. It would have almost hit my take profit, but I got wicked out. So I entered again here, quickly got, you know, price hit stop loss. And yeah, I stopped trading this after that, because on Wednesday I went back to the daily H4 and I was looking at this, and you know, price had been in a range for like 2 weeks now. Here's a range. So when I saw price breaking this, I was waiting for a retest here, but I missed my entry because I saw price when price was over here and through this wick, so I was waiting for price to come back. Even thought about putting a sell limit, but it never came back, and it, you know, kept on falling down. So what I could have done was that if I saw this wick and I started seeing price to go back, I could have entered even here and put my stop loss somewhere here. That's what I could have done, but my account, I actually thought about doing this, but I didn't think my account would be as strong, because 100 pip stop loss, that's like almost 10 euros, and my balance is at 200 right now, so that would have been like 5% risk. That's too much for me right now, but it would have worked out because I would have, you know, maybe 1-to-1 would have been good. So that would have been a 9 euro profit hit basically, and it kept on going down. So I missed this opportunity here, but I catched this opportunity here basically. So what I did here was I was looking for a price to come back to this previous low. It stopped me out at break even. So when I saw price was over here, I thought, you know, break and retest of this horizontal line. Turns out I got the direction right, but it still stopped me out I entered 2 positions here, lost like 8 euros here, I think. So price kept on going down here. I was going to the store, I saw this break and retest here. I thought about entering here, would have made like 140 pips. I marked this up when I went to the store and came back and basically it hit my stop loss almost. Okay, I went to the store in the morning and by 3 it would have hit my take profit. But I didn't take this trade, unfortunately. Just marked it up so I could torture myself, basically. Anyway, I should be happy that I got the direction right. So, break and retest I saw here. Took this trade. Almost hit my stop loss. I think my stop loss was over here. So I saw this trade going down and I thought, okay, I don't want to get wicked out because of a too tight stop, and I lowered my stop. I don't know if I lowered it to 40. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, 40. Yeah, something like 40 something. So basically almost hit my stop loss, but then started going in the right direction. And since it doesn't have a previous my take profit was over here at this wick here, and this was right before Friday market close, so I decided I'm gonna close out this trade. And let's see if price comes back here somewhere. Let's see if price comes back here somewhere, and I'm gonna enter a buy. USD/CHF. What I've noticed is hold on, I got a text. Okay, so I took 2 trades on USD/CHF, like whatever it's like. So when I was looking at H4 by H1, I thought this to be a zone, and also a break and retest, so I thought it might go down. It did, but then stopped me out at break even. And when I saw a break and retest here for this zone, I had another position which ended up going to stop loss. So at some point I was like 11 euros in profit with all my trades, and the next thing all of them hit stop loss. So that was pretty frustrating, even though I got the direction right. So if I would have checked the H4, I would have noticed this. So this is a previous high. Last week I even took this trade because I saw a break and retest here. I took this buy here, went to bed with in profit and got stopped out when I woke up. So what I should have noticed is that price has failed to go above the previous high and was now stopping at this zone, quickly went down, came back to retest it. So I could have entered a sell here, basically. And I don't know, target this previous low here, So that would have been like 80 pips. What would have been even more beautiful if I would have entered with 0.02 position, closed half my position here, and let the rest run, would have resulted in 340 pips. So that would have been beautiful. But I missed these movements. I even saw when price was over here, I was waiting for price to come back here. I was waiting for price to come back here, and I would have entered the sell here, but it never came back, and it ended up respecting this line over here. I saw this and I thought about entering, but I didn't. I don't know why. Guess I wanted to be safe and not lose any money anymore. But I missed out on 100 pips in profit. Anyway, let's see if price comes back here then, maybe to this zone. I can retest for this zone here. And if it does, then I will enter a sell. So Euro USD is in direct inverse correlation with USD CHF, and I even started tipping into the exotics. And what I noticed, I'm not gonna go over these trades because I only took like I don't know, I took like 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know, I don't remember. But Euro MXN, or was it USD MXN? I caught a trade here. Wanted to enter a trade here, but didn't. Anyway, what I noticed was that Euro versus the Hong Kong dollar has exactly the the same price pattern as Euro USD. Check it out. This right here is Euro HKD, and this is Euro USD. Exactly the same. So if you're thinking about entering a buy or sell on Euro USD, you might as well enter a buy or sell on Euro Hong Kong dollar as well. Pretty cool. Anyway, Euro USD. So I didn't take any trades until Friday. Price was pretty much in a range the whole week. Kept ranging here, and I ignored the H4 on the daily until Thursday. So when I didn't have these lines marked up before. When I saw price action from here, I thought, when price broke out of this zone here, came to retest, I actually entered a sell here and got stopped out. When I got stopped out, I re-entered here. But then the guy I'm learning from, Nichon, he wrote in his Telegram that he's going short on Euro USD. Let's check it out. Where was it? This one. So what he pointed out was that the EU come back to retest the H4. H4 support line. So I was thinking, you know, I originally stayed in my trade, but then I started thinking, okay, maybe he might be right, because my trade was in a loss, was in red. So I closed out this trade and I entered a sell here somewhere. It was originally in profit, but then I started to do my own analysis again, and I was thinking, you know, price has respected this last low. It had broken it, retested it, shot up, and now it didn't want to go down anymore, and so I closed out my trade. I didn't make any money. I think I was like just barely in profit. I don't know, like some 20 cents or something. And on Friday, here, I was looking at this and I was thinking, you know, price is playing above this previous low. Here, price is playing above this, and it doesn't want to go down, so it probably won't. So I marked up this on my chart. I wasn't too sure, but this would have been my trade, and I didn't take this. Would have been right. What would have been even more beautiful if my account would have been strong enough to take two positions. I would have closed one here and let the other one run, and check out where it would have gone. I would have been like 300 and almost 50 pips in profit. That would be like $35, 35 euros almost. That's like over almost 20% account growth right now. Would have been. But I didn't take this trade. What I was looking for was price to come back here, to come back and retest this zone here. It did kind of do that here, but I didn't think too much of it, so I didn't enter, which was a huge mistake, obviously. It ended up respecting this zone here, and I even thought about entering here, but then another guy I'm following trades from, not taking too much of these trades, but I'm just, you know, getting trade ideas from him, and he went short on Euro USD somewhere. Here, going short on Euro USD. So I thought, okay, maybe he might be right. So I too went short here as well, which originally was in profit. My profit target was over here. Originally, you know, I was waiting price to go here anyway, so might as well capitalize on it. I was waiting price to go back here, so I entered the sell here as well, like Momo. Originally was in profit, but then it started going back and I closed my trade out here. I think it was like a €2 loss. So when I saw that quick go here, I had missed my entry for my buy, and I even thought about entering here, but I didn't. Again, I don't know why. all my trades that were open were in blue, and I didn't want to risk them. I didn't want to risk taking a trade that's gonna go in red, because that also was kind of a big stop loss for me. That's like €7. Anyway, would have worked out. Probably my take profit would have probably been somewhere here. So I missed out on 123 pips. I'm still recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Good. Anyway, right now I'm expecting price to go back here or here. One of these lines. So I can take a sell, maybe a buy. Maybe. The GBP USD ended up working out for me. I didn't take any trades. Hold on. Okay, so the kids woke up, so I'm gonna close this video over here right now, and I'm gonna make a continuing video when they go back to sleep at night. So I'm gonna, right now I'm in my bedroom, later I'm gonna hide in the hallway when everyone's gone to sleep. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna end this here, and you know, talk about all the other pairs later. Okay, bye guys. Yo, so I'm back. So I left off with GBP/USD, I think. So GBP/USD ended up working out for me pretty nicely. I didn't take any stupid trades on this, because I was looking at this and I didn't see a clear direction. You know, price was moving pretty sideways. So, but when this move started happening here, you know, I was anticipating price to come back here, and it did, and I entered. And basically, I took one. I took one stupid trade here. Where are you? Here. This small one here. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, price might be retesting this zone here. So I was thinking it might be retesting this zone here. Retest and then shoot up maybe. But it didn't, and when it didn't, I was anticipating price to come back here, and looks like I don't know. I remember this. I remember when I entered. Yeah, I remember when I entered, because I was looking at GBP/USD and GBP/JPY at the same time. GBP/JPY was also moving. Was starting to move pretty well structured again. So when this move happened here and it went up, I was anticipating price to come back to this horizontal line here. And when GBP/USD did the exact same thing, leaving a huge rejection wick on the H4, on H1, you know, when this candle closed and this candle opened, it was moving down pretty hard. And when it started to move back up, I entered, and then immediately I looked at GBP/JPY, and it did the exact same thing. So I entered here as well, and that one, when it was over here, I moved my stop to break even, because at that point it was like, let's see, how much were you? Like 160 pips in profit. So I moved my stops to break even, went to sleep, and woke up, and it came back and stopped me at break even. I then saw another huge rejection wick because I had my stops break even. It just wicked me out. So actually I think I entered somewhere over here because my second entry wasn't that much different later when I checked. So I re-entered here. Price was moving a little bit sideways, but eventually post GBP, JPY, and GU, GJ and GU hit break, hit take profit. Initially here my take profit was 200 and no, it was this one, 255 pips, but I closed it over here somewhere because I was looking at this and price came to this zone and then reversed, moved sideways a bit, came back here, left a big wick, came the second time, left a big wick, and finally when price started to move, sideways over here, I decided, 20 pips is not, it's not worth losing 220 pips, so I closed it. It was like 20 euros in profit, I think, and I'm pretty happy that trade worked out. But when this next time when a move like this happens, hopefully my account will be stronger and I can book partial profits over here, leave a position open, leave half a position open, because look at this, look at how many pips I would have made with, where are you, come on, god damn, look at how many pips I would have made with if I would have left one position open. It would be 730 pips by now. That's insane. Markets are pretty awesome right now if you know what you're doing. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm still, I'm still learning and practicing, so hopefully I know what I'm doing. But let's see. Later when this move happened here, I was anticipating price to come back, test this level, but looking back at this, looking back at when the price moved down here, it almost never came back to the horizontal line it broke. It just made a small pullbacks, made some small pullbacks. I think I entered here and take profit was over here. Anyway, price never came back to the original horizontal level. It doesn't move. It didn't move as well as GJ. When you look at GJ, there's nice structure. Break and retest here, break and retest here, break and retest here. Break, retest, break, retest, break. So I'm anticipating price to come back and retest this zone here. So, but GU doesn't move that clearly. And when I was looking, when I looked back, I saw that there was a pretty well respected resistance slash support. So when price came to this region, it didn't reject it completely because, you know, it had a small rejection, you know, break, came back inside, so it didn't have a strong rejection, so, and it was playing on top of this zone here. And finally, when price started to pull away, I decided I'm gonna enter, which was a good decision because I catched like 174 pips. I closed my initial take profit was exactly 200 pips because it's at this wick zone here, so I don't know. It doesn't have clear, you know, clear support resistance levels. So this wick was my take profit. So almost would have hit take profit. I closed it. I don't know if I closed here or here. That doesn't matter. I catched like 170 pips, I think, close to, if not over. And yeah, this was before Friday market close, so I decided I'm gonna close this trade, book this profits, and I don't know what the market's gonna do. Markets are pretty wild right now, so hopefully I didn't want to leave any positions open in case, you know, the market gaps like, I don't know, a couple hundred pips. Anyway, and also, yeah, I entered into the USD at the same time. And this explanation is pretty easy. It's making higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher low. Broke a significant level, came back to retest. I entered. My take profit was this previous high or low, whatever you want to call it. But it didn't get that far, so I ended up closing it before market close on Friday and catched like, what is it, almost 90 pips, I think, because that's not exactly the, you know, price I closed at, obviously, probably. Yeah. And what am I looking at? What am I looking for with this pair is, you know, there's a pretty clear level here, so I'm anticipating price to come back, and when it does, I'll probably enter buy again until to this, you know, line here, because looking at price, I'm thinking it might go down, you know, shoot back down here, because AUD CAD did that, I think. Yeah, I didn't take this trade over here. That's a pretty sweet trade. I didn't take it. I had marked it up. This was how this looked. This, I put this trade on this line here, so I was waiting price to come to this line, and when it did, I thought it would be a good place to sell, because when we look at H4 daily, pretty obvious, or pretty cut and dry. You know, there's a good respected line here, you know, break and retest, basically. Anyway, I didn't expect price to go down that far. I just thought it might have some reaction here, and I would have probably put my take profits here somewhere. I think maybe 70 pips, I don't know, or maybe here, who knows. Anyway, and when I got to this pair, I was doing my market analysis in my car. Price was already somewhere here, I think, so I was banging my head. just, you know, how did I miss this? How did I miss this? But later I remembered, I think I noticed it, but you know, I was waiting price to give some, you know, clearer signs of rejection. Did throw some wicks over here because this was like 11, 10, 11. Anyway, yeah. So NZD/USD ended up working out for me. USD/SGD, Singapore dollar. Took two trades here because price was moving in a range at the beginning of the week, and I saw a break and retest. Took a buy. I put a trailing stop on this, so catched pretty much the whole movement before, you know, price dropped back down. So I thought about, I re-entered here, thinking, you know, price just came back to retest this line, targeted the previous high, but then price reversed and started to move down even more. So I don't know where price is going right now. Looks like it's going down. It's making lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. So lower high, low, higher low, higher lower high, lower low, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna need to see some good structure before I enter anything. Gold, took one trade on gold, which ended up being the right direction, but got wicked out. My tight was too stop. Well, my stop was too tight. It's late. It's over 11, so I'm pretty tired actually. I just wanna get this video done with before the next trading week, because I want to delete the past trades, clear out my charts, you know, start fresh start fresh next week. Like I like doing this market analysis and market overlook and trade overlooks, and you know, reanalyzing the trades I took, just for documenting and documenting my journey, and you know, talk through what I did, what I should have done, what I did right, what I did wrong, and start fresh on Monday. So I don't want to leave this video in the next week. So anyway, gold was shooting up pretty wildly. I was looking for price to, you know, retest this area or this area. I even thought about entering gold here, which would have been the right move, but I got burned on gold last week pretty hard, so I decided I'm gonna stay away, because my account balance is only like 200 right now, and some wicks are, you know, over 100 pips here, so my stop would have to be over 100 pips on some points, and that's like over 10 euros, which is like over 5% risk. So I'm not willing to risk that much right now. I am doing these kind of trades, but they have to be pretty well structured. So this was the trade I took here. Thought this, you know, break and retest for this horizontal line here. Basically, if I would have had my, you know, even this small stop here is like 961 pips, which is pretty pretty big, pretty big stop, but really small stop for gold. So I got wicked out, lost like €7. Thought about re-entering here. I put this trade here so that when price comes back here I might re-enter, and I would have made over 300 pips something if I would have entered here, but I didn't. So much money were left on the table this week. Anyway, looks like it doesn't want to go down, so a break and retest for this horizontal line here would be good. Like something like this. Yeah. Anyway, didn't take any trades on silver. Looking for break and retest here. GBP/AUD, I marked this up earlier. I'd like to get into this trade when market opens. Let's see how it plays out. Market's been moving pretty sideways the last few weeks, and now it's starting to take some structure. Break, retest. So we'll see what price market opens, and if I'm even awake at that time. GBP CAD also moving pretty well structured when you look at H4 and daily. Well, not daily, H4. When you look at H1, it's pretty wild. It's like, what the hell? But when you look at H4, you get some clear levels. So there's a level here, break, retest, break. I'm looking for a retest here. Oh, took some trades. One trade here. No, I thought this to be a level here. I don't actually remember if I closed that trade at break even. Oh yeah, I think I closed it at break even, and I thought about re-entering here, but didn't. Price would have been, hitting almost straight, almost to take profit, then reversing back down hard. Would have hit my break-even stop probably. So nothing lost, nothing gained. Yeah, so looking for price to reverse back down here to enter a buy, because price is kind of in an uptrend, moving sideways a bit, had a big shoot up, massive shoot down, massive shot drop down. Now it's moving up again. GBP, JPY. Looks like two trades. These stupid trades I took at the beginning of the week when I didn't have anything to trade, so I was looking at breaks and retests basically anywhere. Didn't work out very well, left me pretty frustrated, and ended up losing half my account, but made the account back on Thursday and Friday. So actually that's not even that stupid. So break and retest for this over here, but wasn't valid, came back down. And the second trade I took, break and small, very small break and retest for this previous line here, previous low or previous high, depending on which way you want to look at it. So price came above this line. Where are you? Came above this line, retested, here, so I entered the buy here. That moving sideways a bit, but wicked me in profit. So nice 100 pips made here. GU, I think I went over this. GPND, what the heck is price doing here? I don't know. This is moving very sideways. I'm gonna stay away from this. Euro GBP took some trades here that were losers. Breaks and retest without true context. The beginning of the week. I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know why I took this trade. Because looking at H1 I see no clear lines or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know why I took this trade. That's when you don't know, when you look back at the trade and you don't know why you entered. Probably a very stupid trade because it has no true context. Even with this one, looking at this one, I'm not entirely sure why I entered. Okay, I think I was looking at this. Yeah, so price came here, rejected, shot back up, did some weird stuff over here, came back here, retested a couple of times. So when price came back here, I thought, price might shoot up to that previous high. It didn't. So stayed away for a while. Went back to H4, looking at price is kind of moving down, making lower highs, and there are a couple of zones here. So this is a pretty important level. Price rejected it hard. So initially I was looking for a break and retest. Price to come down and then come back up to retest this line. I even saw this break and retest here, but I don't know. Again, I didn't take this trade. I didn't take it because I had lost so much trades. I just didn't want to lose anymore. But I saw this rejection here. I could have probably entered somewhere here. Right now I would be like 60 pips in profit, but didn't enter and didn't win anything. Eurocat, same thing. Actually this trade wasn't that stupid, but still. So the price was coming back down, break retest, so I entered here, break retest. Didn't end up working out. Price started a new H1 uptrend. Basically I didn't have these lines drawn out here before. I did that today, I think. And now looking at H4, this line doesn't make any sense, like at all. God damn, go away. And this structure has been broken. Please go away. So I took a trade here as well. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why I took this trade. So I think I saw a break and retest for this line here, and I was expecting price to go at least to this high here. Didn't, and I don't know if I closed it or it hit my break or hit my stop. 80 pip stop. That's pretty big. I don't know what to expect from this because price is still moving sideways, so staying out of this pair for now. Euro CHF, I haven't taken any trades with on this pair for like 2 or 3 weeks now because it's like Wick City over here. I don't have any clear idea what price is doing, so I'm gonna stay away. Same stuff with EJ. Took one trade here because I was looking at this and price broke to this level here, came to back retest. So I entered. Looked like a valid sell for at least 120 pips. It wasn't. Price came back to this zone area, and so I'm glad I only lost 120 pips. So right now looks like price is moving down, but I'm still gonna need to see a break and retest. I don't know if for this level or for this level here. Staying away for now. Euro NZD. Didn't take this trade, I just marked it up for fun because looks like it's I don't know what's the name of this triangle, but looks like pretty similar than USD JPY. Hard bottom, price making lower highs, so I think price might come back here, come back down, and somewhere here in this zone it's gonna break up high, come back to visit this zone here. So when it does break out, I'm gonna be entering a buy. Man, I'm really tired. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. AUD CHF. I don't know. I don't remember if I took this trade or not. Probably. Yeah, I took this trade, yeah. Got stopped out. And was expecting price to come to this level. It did. But this is like 4 or 3 in the morning. This happened, yeah, 3, 4. And I couldn't have entered this even if I wanted to, because even with a sell limit or buy limit, still don't see what price is doing. My trigger here buy, it still go down, so I didn't want to do that. So I was waiting for price to come back here, but I missed my entry. So right now I'm waiting for price to break and retest this zone here. Same story on AUD JPY than with most pairs. Price came back here, came back up, retest, break, retest. So pretty well structured. We'll see what market does when it opens. AUD NZD didn't take this, didn't take any trades on this. AUD CAD, I think I went over this, yeah. CAD CHF, didn't take any trades, looking for price to break even above or below, doesn't matter. Same thing, CAD JPY, NZD CAD. Okay, so NZD CHF, looking at H4, no break and retest, pretty well structured, but price moved into profit pretty well at the beginning, but then stopped me out to break even. So yeah. Okay. And the DCHF didn't take any trades on this. Looking for price to break and retest this line here. It's a previous low. Oh yeah, previous low. So yeah, see how this one works out. CHF, JPY, Wick serial here. I have no idea where price is going, so I'm gonna stay away. And US oil and Bitcoin didn't take any trades on those either. So guys, thanks for listening. if anyone's listening, yes, I'm very well aware I only have 1 subscriber, but you know, this channel is not the point of the channel is not to make money, at least for not now. I'm just documenting my journey here, and whoever wants to follow along, if they can. Yeah, that's pretty much enough what I have to say. So trade safe, trade with reason. I'm talking to myself here pretty much. Trade safe, be patient, and you know, don't rush into trades, and don't force trades. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.